My name is Jon Kopp, and I'm one of the pastors at Gospel Grace Church, and I wanted to share a little grace for the moment. In days like this, I think we are reminded of how much we need God's grace. Coming into today, my nerves were already on edge and frayed, and then this morning, I found myself huddled with my family, listening to the ground shake underneath of us, and reminding my own heart and reminding my children that our God gives us stabilizing truths for unstable times. Yesterday I was reading in my time with the Lord in Luke chapter 12, and in this wonderful chapter, Jesus reminds us over and over again why we don't need to worry, what life is about, and then how our Father cares for us and loves us. So I'd encourage you to read this chapter when you have some time, but I just want to read a few of the phrases to you to remind you of the grace that God gives us in difficult days. Jesus tells us to not be afraid. He tells us not to be anxious. He tells us that our life doesn't consist in the abundance of possessions. He tells us that we are of much more value than birds that He cares for. And then He says, how much more will He clothe us? He tells us that our Father knows what we need, and so we should seek Him for those things. And then I love this one. He says, it is your Father's good pleasure to give. So, we should stay dressed for action. We should be prepared for whatever God has for us, because blessed is the servant whom his master finds awake when he comes. I hope that's an encouragement to your heart. I hope the rest of the chapter is an encouragement to you today as we look to our stable God in the midst of these unstable times.